you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bears and the Oilers on Sunday night.
This is the NFL. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
For a guy still in his second year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend. That's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence. As he set out for the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Gibbs. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party.
Still 3rd down.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams from 8 yards out. And the Oilers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Herbert once more. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. And now a throw on 1st.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Locates Mooney on the out route. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run with Herbert. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll roll him out right. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards there, 1st down. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. They also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
6-0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 54 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years numbers of two-point tries and see what the data tells us? Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Back to throw again.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. His defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Steps away. This one is incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 1-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Oilers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, his second touchdown of the night. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A gain there of 21 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Here's a give to Herbert. Fighting through it, he's got space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Darnell Savage on the coverage.
They'll set up a throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go.
Finding Williams once more, complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And just shutting him off there.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 11-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Oilers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to Mooney. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fielded at the 20. Runs through the contact. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams,
75 yards.
And the Oilers are moving closer to a date now, the NFC Championship game, as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Nico Collins, the intended receiver,
but it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they?
And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is fielded at the 27. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 4. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Finds Komet on the quick slant. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And again back to Komet. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
They'll drop to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is playing?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout. A great return there of 22 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it would appear that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you express that.
This is caught inside the 15. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And they have secured a spot in the